In problem 3, we are going to take data from a paragraph and create our own normal distribution curve in order to answer questions. So it says the heights of American males are approximately normally distributed with mean 69.5 inches and standard deviation 2.5 inches. What percent of adult American males are between 67 inches and 74.5 inches? So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw myself a normal distribution curve. So you know it's going to look something like that. That's probably a good enough picture. So remember it told me the mean is 69.5. So you know this middle part here, that's 69.5. If the standard deviation is 2.5 from the mean, and I'm going to even label that mean, I'll use a different color here. So one standard deviation away in each direction would be 69.5 plus 2.5, which is 72, and 69.5 minus 2.5, which is 67. So that's my one standard deviation away. Two standard deviations away would be another 2.5 to the right, which is going to be 74.5, and 2.5 to the left, which is going to be 64.5. So it's really easy to draw these normal distribution curves because all you're doing is you're adding and subtracting the standard deviation. All right, I'm going to go a third standard deviation away, and I'll do that in blue. So my third standard deviation away is going to be 77 on the right when you add 2.5 to 74.5, and 64.5 minus 2.5 is 62. So now let's go back to the question at hand, which is, what percent of adult American males are between 67 and 74.5 inches? So I want to know what percent of American males are in this category. So when we draw the normal distribution curve, remember that the first 2% are 34. Then two standard deviations away, it's going to be 13.5. And three standard deviations away is 2.35. And that was only 97.5% or something like, no, it was like, I think it was, it was 99.7%. And so the other 0.3 were out at the edges, and we said it was 0.15 and 0.15. All right, so to find out the percent of American males that are between 67 and 74.5 inches, we're going to add these percents, 34 plus 34 plus 13.5. And that is going to give me 81.5%. So 81.5% of adult males in America are between 67 and 74.5 inches tall. In part B, in a group of 2,000 adult American males, how many would you expect to be taller than 6 feet, or 72 inches? Well, let's go back to the normal curve we drew over here. Let's see, I should find a different color. So, because the normal curve is symmetric, we know that this part of the graph is 50% of the population, and the left-hand side would also be 50% of the population. So one way of figuring out what percent of adult males are greater than 72 inches is you could just take 50% and subtract from it the 34%. And you would get 16%. But the other way that you can do it is you can go, oh, well, I'm going to add 13.5 plus 2.35 plus 0.15. And you're still going to get 16%. So either way you want to do it is fine with me. The book does it this way. I think most students get this. Well, that doesn't completely answer the question. That just tells me what percent of adult American males are going to be greater than 6 feet tall. We want to find out how many in a group of 2,000 would be 6 feet tall or more. So we're going to take 16% of 2,000. Remember, the word of in math means multiplication, and we have to change 16% to a decimal, so we're going to do 0.16 times 2,000, and 0.16 times 2,000 is 320. So we would expect 320 adult males to be over 6 feet tall.